YouTubers? JJ the Trucker coming to you from beautiful, nice, warm, sunny. Okay, no, it's cold and snowy Dallas. Oh my God, gotta turn that down. Sorry, Dallas. Yes, Dallas. It's snowing again in Dallas, Texas. Can you believe this? Fortunately, I'm not like a couple of others that got stuck out there. That was terrible. Let's see, got to change my live chat settings here. What the heck just happened? I just lost it. Come on. Oh no. Oh no. I just lost my live feed. Where'd it go? Come on. Please stand by for technical difficulties. Live chat. There we go. Now I think I got the live chat. Somebody say something in the room. Please. I want to make sure I get it. All right, so anyways, yeah. Snowy Dallas, Texas. Can you believe this? All right, here we go. Yep, I'm getting it. Thanks, Nick. Hey, Troy. Yo. Let's see. Ryan Hutchinson says, hey, JJ, my name is Ryan Hutchinson. Thanks, I can tell by your username. That's awesome. I'm just giving you a hard time, man. Love your trucking videos on YouTube. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Brian and Arby, what's up? All right. Yes, Troy, there is snow in Dallas. Unbelievable. And even more unbelievable, my truck is still in the freaking shop. Poor Bev, man. She, okay. I'll wait till a few more people get in and I'll tell the story. Just to catch everybody up, just in case you don't know what's going on, why I'm sitting here in a hotel room. At least it's a nice hotel room at the Hampton Inn and Suites. So that's nice in Dallas, Texas, where it is snowing. But yeah, I'm here. I'm stuck. It's day number 5 of being down. Yeah, it shouldn't have been like this. I'm a little bummed out. So if I appear a little down, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm a little bummed out because I'm getting antsy in this hotel room. You know, I should be out there working. You know, driving and doing stuff, and just can't really do that right now, can I? So let me get to a few comments here real quick, and then I'll go into the details of what's going on. Let's see. P64, what's up, brother? Right on. Janelle, yay, you made it. By the way, everybody, in case you don't know, even though you're probably here, so you probably already know because of the social media, I'm on social media. And oh my goodness, are you kidding me, PE64? Dude, that is... Thank you. Says dinner's on me, brother. A major contribution to the YouTube channel. Thank you. That is absolutely awesome. I love that. Wow, that was unexpected and so freaking awesome. I will absolutely remember that. In fact, I'm gonna if you can just hit me up on we'll figure it out. Hit me up on one of the social media chats, and I want to make sure I send you a hat and a shirt. So thank you very much, man. That is awesome. So yes, I was just talking about getting ready to talk about the social medias. Yes, I am now on social media thanks to my sister Janelle. She is my social media manager, and yeah, she's got me on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. She's got me on what's the other one? TikTok as well. But I'm still trying to figure out what in the world I can do on TikTok that's going to be interesting. So we'll see. You know, I don't twerk, so you know I don't know if I can do that body yada 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 thing, or any of the others that they're doing. It just seems like that's what TikTok's kind of all about. So might not really be conducive to what I'm looking for. So anyway, where was I? P64 again. Thanks, bro. That is absolutely fantastic. Thank you. So anyways, so yeah, Janelle is taking care of the social medias for me. She's going to school and she's newly married and everything, so she's got her hands full too right now, and she's doing a fantastic job. So thank you, Janelle. Appreciate it. Let's see. Ryan says, JJ, what up? How'd you get all? How'd you get your own truck? Sorry, we've got split into two different messages there. How'd I get my own truck? Through Prime. Prime has a division called Success Leasing. They've also got a division, where you can purchase trucks too through Pedigree. But through Success Leasing, you can lease your own truck. You can do a walkaway lease, which is just your basic standard lease. You lease it for 3 years and then you walk away from it, or lease purchase. I've got lots of videos on that, so definitely check that out. But yeah, I put down some money, got my truck, and I'm leasing it for 3 years. And at the end of 3 years, it's mine in my name after only 3 years. So yeah, unfortunately, when it goes down, it's my truck. So yeah, it's kind of the trade-off there. You got to be prepared for that. Um, let's see. Where's the truck? Don, where's the truck? It's in the Peterbilt shop. So yeah, let's go ahead and get on into, let's see, Troy, goodbye e-fund. Fortunately, my e-fund, I take care of my own e-fund, and it's built up pretty good. So fortunately, it's not goodbye, but it's gonna, a little bit of a dent, you know. Um, Man, thanks to all the highs there and everything. I can also go live on TikTok. Yeah, I don't know, man. Um, let's see. Let's see. How's it P64? How's it work with the truck being down? How do you get paid while waiting for the truck? I don't. Okay, so let me go ahead and get into the story on what's going on here. So, if you've been following along, you probably know most of the story. Let me start briefly from the beginning. My bunk heater went out about a week ago, which was a bummer and everything, and so I had to idle the truck the next day. We had an ice storm rolling in where I was at that point in Indiana, and so I idled the truck all night. Kept the RPMs up and all that stuff, and it seemed to be going fine. Once the ice storm passed, I went ahead and took off. Later on, I got a check engine light with a bunch of, faults, and all the fault says connect engine service tool. Thanks, that's real helpful. So I checked all the fluids and everything. It had burned through some oil. I filled the oil back up. Not a whole lot. It was still within the normal. It was on the lower end of that operating range. Filled it back up, the engine light went off. I was like, okay, good. Finished that delivery, made another delivery down here to Dallas, because I'd rather go, get things taken care of in Dallas compared to New Jersey where it was. And the light had gone off, so I figured, okay, I made this delivery, but I'm right by the freight or the Peterbilt dealership. So I'll get that done. I just want to check to see what the codes were. Probably nothing, and we'll move on and get the bunk heater fixed at Thermo King. So I get here to Peterbilt. They take me in right away. They check the codes, and it ended up being a ton of codes. It was a cascading failure event, basically. Something happened that caused a code or two to pop up, which then caused other codes to pop up, and it just cascaded into literally hundreds of codes. So they had to go through and figure it out and find out what was going on. In the meantime, they're like, well, some updates are due on the software. Let's go ahead and get these updates taken care of. And when they finished with the updates, the truck wouldn't start. They couldn't get it started. It was basically saying that it was in gear when it wasn't in gear, and therefore, as a safety feature, the truck's not going to start when it's in gear. Duh. But it wasn't in gear. Come to find out, the gear selector stock on the right-hand side was in boot mode because of the updates. So PACCAR said, got to replace that part. So they ordered the part. Oh, it'll be in tomorrow. So we waited. Part came in. That's kind of, I think, where I left you guys. Part came in, didn't fix the problem. So PACCAR, okay, let's try more updates. Let's try this. Let's try that. They were saying the inverter that I had was causing noise in the electrical system, which caused problems with the update. It's like, well, I could have told you that. You're supposed to turn the inverter off before you do these things, because yes, inverters cause noise. they do. We're talking electrical noise. So they turned the inverter off, did the updates. It wasn't taking. So they replaced now they're just throwing parts at it at this point. So they replaced the transmission control unit, the TCU. And that's still not communicating. And again, it's tomorrow. We'll get this to tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. So finally, it's Friday. They're like, PACCAR is recommending doing a full system. Uh, what's the word? Not a reboot, but factory settings. Basically, default it to factory settings. Start with all new software and firmware. But they've got to get that file from PACCAR. And it was Friday evening. I'm like, well, I know you guys are open, the dealership, you're open half day Saturday, but is PACCAR going to be open to do that? And I'm like, oh, yeah, no problem. Apparently they weren't. They tried emailing and I'm calling them all day yesterday, Saturday, and no response. So here we are, we're waiting until Monday. So that's what's going on, which is a bummer. It's it is what it is. It stinks, and I know a lot of people. I've gotten a ton of comments. Well, that's the new trucks. It's Peterbilts are this. Or Peterbilts are terrible. Peterbilt. It's all the trucks that have all these electronic components. It's like that. And then I get all the other comments. Well, you should be old trucks are good. New trucks are crap. It's like, well, old trucks are crap too. They just have different crap you have to deal with. You take any piece of machinery and run it as much as we do, you're going to have problems. I'm bummed that the truck's this new and it's already having these troubles, but I had the same type of issues with the Freightliner, which comes to my question of the week. Question of the week comes from about 20 different people that have said, don't you wish you would have kept the Freightliner? And to all 20, I sent back the same link. You mean this one? And the link is to the one where my Freightliner broke down. So, no, not really. The Freightliner still had problems, except it left me stranded on the side of the road all day long in Wyoming before they took it in. Couldn't see me for 2 days. And then, okay, tomorrow. I was down for a week on that. So, no. Plus, Freightliner had other issues as well. So, no. Again, it's part of trucking. It is what it is. Oh, and by the way, at least this Peterbilt dealership, Rush Peterbilt, they have been taking great care of me. They're super nice, very personable. They've been giving me rides to and from the hotel. Just doing, just really helping me out and being nice and pleasant. Freightliner, nothing, nothing, they wouldn't budge with anything. They weren't even pleasant. I had a terrible experience there. Anytime I've dealt with Peterbilt, it's been a good experience, whether it's here or Jackson Peterbilt up in Idaho, and you can see my other video on that one. The 10 issues I have in my Peterbilt. Those are small issues, no big deal. So anyways, yeah. So, a lot of people are asking, so how am I getting paid? Is Prime taking care of this? Are they suspending the lease payments? Are they doing this? Are they paying you for this? Who's taking care of what? You know what? Unfortunately, one of the downsides of being an owner operator is that you're responsible for your own stuff financially. So, no company is going to suspend the lease payment because of a breakdown. Unfortunately, if you have a car and you lease a car from a dealership, if the car breaks down, you still got to make your payments, and that's the case here. And it's laid out for you in the beginning. Nobody ever misleads you and says no, that's not the case. In fact, they do just the opposite. They make sure you know up front you're responsible for this, no matter what's going on. So be prepared is what they're telling you. And yes, I am prepared. So we're everything's good there. Downtime. Prime pays their company drivers downtime, and they pay the lease op drivers downtime. But in the contract for owner ops, very big bold letters right on the very first page says they do not pay downtime for owner ops. So again, it was expected. It's something that I willingly signed a contract for and agreed to. So, again, they're saying be prepared, have your stuff in order, your finances in order, set up an emergency fund, do whatever you need to do. Again, we're paying you a lot more, so you're responsible. And that's really the case. I'm getting paid a lot of money. I'm getting paid pretty darn good money, especially for my level of experience. So, I've got no issues with that. It's a bummer. My hope is that they can get this truck fixed, and I can get to Thermo King, get the bunk heater fixed, and I'm hitting the road. I'm going to hit that road hard. Of course, I do have some time with my mom that I'm going to spend at the end of this month for about 3-4 days, and then I'm again hitting the road hard, get some of that money back, and I know I can earn all that money back and be okay. So that's what's going on. I've seen that you guys have been throwing a ton of comments in there, so I'm gonna try and get to these comments here as quickly as I can. I don't want this chat to be too long. I want to go maybe about 15 more minutes, because stay tuned, because in 15 minutes, no, 14 minutes, I've got another video coming out, and I need your guys' help. It's going to be an awesome video. It's you know, I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but it's already a pre-done video, something I did while I was in Springfield. It's awesome. I'd love for all of us collectively to once this is done, once this video is over and we wrap this up, to head on over and watch that other video and basically tell YouTube, oh my goodness, everybody loves this video. They'll promote it even more and start showing it to everybody, and that would really help me out. So that would be awesome if we could do that. Thank you. At least that's the theory. That's what people are saying happens. I want to test it out, and you guys can really help me out. So thank you. All right. So, wow, there's a lot of chats in here. Let's see if we can get caught up, shall we? So first of all, to everybody who's saying hello, hello right back to you. That is awesome. You know, I'm going to try and get to as many questions as I can here. Let's see here. So P64, hope that explained your question. How do I get paid while waiting for the truck? I get paid out of my savings account, out of the savings account that I put aside specifically for these types of issues. How crazy has traffic been Spooky Tuesday? Not crazy at all. Traffic's been fine. If you're talking about traffic out here, well, you can see it right out there. Hardly any. But I haven't had to worry about it. That's one thing I haven't had to worry about. Haven't had to worry about traffic and driving, so that's nice. Well, Viv, am I going to customize my truck, like adding extra lights? Eventually I want to, especially chicken lights. I will say, if you're going to custom order a Peterbilt, especially from Prime, two things I recommend: get those chicken lights and get the built-in fridge. Both of those are big. I don't like the look without the chicken lights. You can see right under, like through the truck. Also, when you wash the truck, all that water runs down, and instead of being blocked by the chicken lights to run inside, it all runs right down the fairings and makes it all dirty again. So I definitely want to get chicken lights. I want to get some external lights. I want to get more blinker lights, so people can so those four-wheelers actually know, hey, blinkers on, I'm moving over, you better speed up or slow down, get out of my way. So yes, I definitely want to, but all in due time. PU64, I think I answered the Freightliner question with that one. Pennywise, how are you, Mr. Pumpkins? Mr. Pumpkins is so lonely there in the shop. He's got to stay in the shop all night long, all by himself. But he's been getting plenty of attention from the Rush crew at Peterbilt, so that's cool. Let's see. Nick says the same thing that I feel. I feel Peterbilt and Freightliner threw these trucks together because of COVID. I think that's true too. I think there was such a back order on these trucks that they just threw them together and were like, you know what, we'll let the dealerships take care of the problems later. It's unfortunate. It really is, and if that's the case, that's a conspiracy. You never really know, but that's everything these days has their bugs. That's true, Kenworth Ryder. Let's see. Wasn't it the fuel separator that was bad on the freight shaker? So the freight shaker, the fuel pump went out because it didn't have a fuel water separator. It just had one fuel filter on it. So that was bad. Oh, by the way, I think I picked up bad fuel, and I think that's what caused all of the problems. Forgot to mention that. So yeah, my fuel filter in my fuel water separator is filthy. And that I did notice. It just got really dark black real fast. So that was on the to-do list on things to be changed out. But I think I picked up some bad fuel, which was then picked up by the bunk heater, which is a diesel burner. I think it clogged the screen. We'll have to see. That's my guess. And I think it caused some other issues as well. So yeah, let's see. Kenneth Ray, you're just going to start the gate out in the negative. Yep, that's true. I'm going to start out in the negative, but I'll catch up. It's not a big deal. Um, let's see. Always in a positive mood, even when it's crappy. That's true. You gotta stay in a positive mood. I mean, what good is being in a negative mood gonna fix in this case? Absolutely nothing. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing really anybody can do about it. Here's the thing. I know that Rush Peterbilt is doing everything they can. I've been there with them, and they've been consistently working on it. The service manager's been out there working on it. They're doing everything they can. I will give them 100 times props. So what else can you do? Being negative and being worrisome about it and getting PO'd isn't going to help the problem at all. So let's see. Um, uh, Booty O'Brien, so I'm not a lease operator. I'm buying the Peterbilt. So we're called owner ops. It's technically a lease, but yes, I am purchasing the Peterbilt through a lease purchase. Yep. Let's see. How do you get merchandise from you and Mr. Pumpkin? I've at the end of all of my videos, except for the live ones, you'll see an end screen with 3 videos. And the one I think the one that's right up here is how to get free JJ the Trucker merch. So check that out, and you can get free JJ the Trucker merch. I've also got the merch shop, merch shelf that's going to be opening pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. Let's see. How do I get down? Come on, scroll down. It's not scrolling down. Come on. It's not scrolling. Come on. All right, now it's scrolled all the way down. All right. Jerry should have got a Freightliner again. Refer back to what I previously said on that one. Been there, done that. Let's see. Troy's got to be got to be up in 7 hours, so going to bed. It won't let me scroll down. What the heck? Please stand by. Going through more technical difficulties here. Oh, I am at the bottom. Glider kit, man. Yeah, I hear a lot of people talking about that. Eventually, maybe. Eventually, we'll see. You know, it's. But again, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you missed it, mechanical trucks, glider kits, they all have their own problems too. Maybe not the electrical problems, but trucks have problems. You either get really lucky or you kind of get unlucky or somewhere in the middle. And you're right, Prime doesn't accept gliders. Kenneth Ryder, you're right. No gliders at Prime. So, maybe eventually if I'm at a point where I'm not with Prime or anything like that, then maybe. But as for right now, no, I don't see a glider kit in the future. In fact, if anything in my future, I'm seeing a 127-inch sleeper with a little kitchen, a bathroom, a shower. That's one thing about being in this hotel room that's so nice. The bathroom's like right there. There's a bathroom. I don't have to leave the comforts and warmth of this building, go to another building to use the restroom or to take a shower. It's been nice. I've been taking a shower every single day without fail. That is something that as a truck driver, or as a non-truck driver, you take for granted, man. So yeah. All right. Let's see. Is it worth it? Gorilla says, is it worth it to buy a truck and owner op, then hire a driver? So far from those who I've seen doing it, such as Junior Honduras, yes. And that is another thing that's in my potential plans, is to do something like that. So over the next couple of years, while I am paying down this truck, so that's because I've got about 2.5 more years on it, I'm looking at a lot of different options on what I'm going to do when that's done. And, everything from going out on my own authority to maybe going to a Landstar where there's more freedoms than Prime, we don't know, or sticking with Prime. If I stick with Prime, I can definitely, that would probably be one of the big things that I would do is get another truck and put another driver in there, just like Junior Honduras and many others are doing out there, because it's worth it. You're making money to make that truck payment, and a little bit extra on top of it, and at the end of 3 years, that truck's yours, paid off. Now you've got another truck paid off. and you can keep running it for another couple of years with Prime easily. And that's, I mean, that's a $4,000 a month raise right there. When your truck's paid off, that's a $4,000 a month raise for every truck that's running that's paid off. I mean, come on. Who doesn't want that? I'd look forward to something like that. So let's see. Yeah, blue collar nomad. Hey, glad you made it, buddy. Big Mac Daddy Crafty Condo. Yes, man, the Crafty Condo is just, I love that thing, man. Love it. You guys are one of my future inspirations. Definitely, absolutely. You and Heather are just right there, man. I love the Crafty Condo, even though it's a Freightliner. That's okay. Man, that truck looks nice. But you also have a lot more mechanical knowledge than I do. I'm learning. I'm still learning. I'm watching your videos and all the stuff that you're doing. So, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Carl asked, can I get a loaner truck, like a loaner car, since this is warranty work? Yes, but I would have to get it through Prime, and it's for times when you know you're going to be down for at least a week, 2 weeks, or longer. Prime does have them. I can absolutely go to Prime and get one. But when the dealerships are playing the tomorrow game, which I know Rush isn't intentionally trying to play it, they are truly thinking each day, yes, we've got this. We're going to have it fixed. You're going to be gone. You're going to be fixed and out of here tomorrow. Peterbilt or a Freightliner, I don't think it was the case. I probably could have and should have gotten a loaner truck at least for a few days during that situation. But yes, I can, but not when they're playing the tomorrow game, because each day I might be back out. Plus I'd have to fly back up to Springfield or one of the terminals. Springfield is closest to here. I'd have to fly to the terminal, get all settled in, get the truck, hit the road, and then when my truck's ready, I have to take get routed back to Springfield, and then fly back out here. So it's worth it if you know you're gonna be down for a period of time. And yes, Prime has that opportunity, whether it's warranty covered or not, which is nice. So let's say I get in an accident, and my truck's gonna be in the body shop for a while. It's okay. Prime will take care of it. Loaner truck. So yeah, that's nice. Let's see. Carlos, how you compare WFX with Prime? Honestly, I don't really have any information about WFX, good or bad. I just, not a lot of people talk about WFX that I've seen, so I can't compare. I'm sorry. It's like comparing apples to oranges when you've never eaten an orange. Sorry, I can't do that. Let's see. Let's see, Gorilla, I'll buy a glider or a P389 or W9. I've gotten a lot of those types of comments, by the way, over the last few days. If I can find a good driver to run it, I want to start a truck company, but I don't want to drive. Eventually I think that's what, that's one of my paths, one of my future paths, is to basically start running a fleet of people, and then they, their income can pay my bills and I don't have to drive anymore. Yes, I'm getting up there in age. Yep, I'm getting up there in age. Gotta wear my glasses and hold my back now. Okay, maybe not that dramatic, but yeah, eventually, I don't want to. I see a lot of people out here that are driving. They've been driving for decades, and they're up there in age, and they're having a hard time getting in and out of the truck. I've talked to a few of them, and they're like, "This is what I do. I love doing it. I don't have any plans to stop." Like, okay, that's for you. For me, I want to retire one of these days, So, yeah, that's potentially one of my avenues for retirement. Let's see. Vid, do I still have the Xbox? I do still have the Xbox. I still haven't hooked it up in this truck. I still have only turned it on and updated it once, and that's all I've used it. I'm probably just gonna have to do a giveaway or something on that thing, because it's just sitting, it's taking up space. I'm honestly not using it. I thought I'd have more time because in training I had enough time to be able to do that, but I wasn't doing as much as I am with YouTube. So pretty much my spare time now is going towards either YouTube or learning more about trucking and trucks and future things, repair things, things like that. So and a little bit of spare time to watch TV, before bed, and watching more YouTube channels. So yeah, it's haven't really had much time for the Xbox. So I'll probably eventually do a giveaway of some sort with that. Eventually. Pete, glad you could make it, Pete. Make sure you watch the replay because I know you're here late, but I just went through the whole story on what's going on. You missed it. Bummer. Let's see. And I'm still a pup. Yeah. Well, compared to you, Pete, maybe. I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding. But yeah, I don't want to be working forever. I want to be able to retire. And if I can retire early, that's even better. But only if I can do it comfortably. All right. Let's see. Robert says, used to tell my students at Prime that other than a CEO or a bank president, where else can you give yourself a $50,000 raise in 3 years once you pay the truck off? Exactly. Exactly. $50,000 a year raise. Minus repairs, honestly, because you're going to have more repairs on a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old truck, but still, hopefully not $50,000 worth. So yeah, big time. So Dylan says, can you tell me what happened on the Peterbilt? Please, we're not going to be much longer on this video. Please go back and watch the replay on it because I went through the entire story not too long ago. So please, if you wouldn't mind just going back, because it's a good 10-15 minute story. Let's see. Bent says, hi JJ. How are the different DOT controls state to state? Are there more in some states and maybe none in other states? It's, I'm still kind of learning about that. I've been shooting a lot of videos on the way stations and some of the DOT stations as I go because I want to do a compilation video. Problem is, I don't get pulled in. I don't. Sometimes I'll get pulled in for a secondary way. Most of the new way stations have 3 ways. You get weighed as you're going down the highway. If they're not sure, or maybe if they want to glance at the truck, they'll bring you in for a secondary way at like 35 miles an hour, and then you'll get a bypass lane and you go. Every once in a while, you'll get pulled in to do a 5-mile-an-hour way, and then occasionally you're supposed to be pulled in for an inspection. I so rarely get pulled in for a 5-mile-per-hour way. I'd say maybe once a month, if even that. And I've never been pulled over for a DOT inspection. I've never had a DOT inspection. It's been over 1.5 years now. Never been DOT inspected. Knock on wood. Now it's going to happen. Thanks for letting me jinx myself. Now it's going to happen as soon as the Peterbilt's fixed. That's okay. I know it'll pass. So I think that's why I don't get inspected, is because I see a brand new truck. They're like, nothing's going to pass. Why bother? So yeah. Let's see. Ooh, now I'm getting behind here. Pete says, I'll be catching up after. I know I'm old. My kids tell me all the time. Yep. And I make sure to tell my parents all the time too. Yes. Gorilla, is my Pete a 2020? No, it's a 21. It's a 21. It's only 3.5 months old. Maybe 4 months now by the time it gets done out of the shop. Man. Fuel differences in fuel mileage between Cascadia and a Pete 579. I'd say overall so far what I'm seeing about a half mile, 0.5 miles per gallon. There we go. Half a gallon per mile. Yeah, so I usually would get about 8.5 to 8.7 in the Cascadia, and I'm getting about 8 to 8.2 pretty regularly in the Pete. Your video on your upload. Oh, it's 3:35 already. All right, so yes, thank you, Kenworth Rider. So yes, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. If you don't mind, check out the new video I just posted. We're gonna change an in-cab air filter on the the Peterbilt 579. It's pretty cool, and I got maybe a little dig on a steering wheel holders in there, and the versus Super Truckers in there. You guys don't want to miss. It's a little funny, but yeah, definitely head on over there. I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank you very much for everybody for everything, everybody. And man, I will see you guys in the next video in just a couple seconds. Head over there now. Later. Bye bye.